Hey, Buttercup. Yep, happy Mom's Day. Hey, Sleepy. Hey, Hubba. 1 minute late to my life. I didn't give birth to you, Buttercup. Your Mother's Day is in March. Where are you? Where are you from? UK? I don't... She is not my daughter. She's just a girl who thought she was the one. But the kid is not my son. Hey, dial down. That is unnecessary. Unnecessary probably would have been throwing in a hee hee. Hey, Killface. Or is it more of a hoo hoo? I haven't actually. I never really. And hello, Killface. And I don't remember if I actually said hello to you or not already. So yeah, quick question. In Billie Jean, after he says the kid is not my son. Hi, Kaylee. Is it more of a hee hee or a hoo hoo? I don't really remember. What noise does he make after the kid is not my son? Okay, he's waxing their shoes to do the moonwalk. Neat. He was actually very clever. Hey, Elf. Some people are afraid of that hee hee. Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, Rebecca. I was just trying to remember what noise Michael Jackson makes after saying in Billie Jean after saying the kid is not my son. Janet Jackson. Not my style of music. Weird thoughts when Michael Jackson was hanging the baby over his porch. Yeah, that was not smart of him. To be fair, he seemed to realize pretty quickly, what the fuck am I doing? So I will give him that tiny little bit of credit for catching on quickly that what he was doing was very not smart. Kelly Cope from the child actor. I mean, he's denied it, hasn't he? Like, I'm pretty sure he's denied that anything like that happened, and I see no reason to doubt him on that. Buck. It says Buck. And yes, Michael Jackson was black. All jokes to the contrary, he was black. And yes, he is dead. You looked up. Thanks, Buttercup. So what is the noise he makes, Buttercup? Like, okay, it's who? Okay, so that's what I should have thrown in after. Okay, so who? Since I was doing it all like spoken word and shit. Is that high pitched? Yeah, but I was doing like a spoken word type of thing. So people are afraid he's not dead. I mean, he did do that zombie video. Enough money to fake his own death. Oh, he certainly had enough money to fake his own death. I just don't think he did. I mean, I can find it on YouTube as well. Not like it would be tough to find. Appreciate Michael Jackson. Here's fan thank you tip. Bringing me into the world is incredible. Yep. As for him being the only talented musician, I don't think he was the only talented musician, but he was the most talented. Like far and away, he was the most talented one in the Jackson Five, which is why I mean, like, even at the time, even when the Jackson Five was big, people recognized that he was the best of them. Davey's going to hang himself, and nothing of value will be lost. As easily and quickly as a made-up, ready-made clip. Well, I guess I'll just have to suffer without the clip, Buttercup. It's not like I'm particularly fan of the song anyway. Hey, Uncle Buck. Hi, Vanna. Hey, Caroline. Dave and Chris as capitalist holiday. Even the woman who founded Mother's Day wanted to get rid of it because of how commercial it had become. Hey, Zoe. They're going to JZ instead. Yeah, that's right. I call him JZ. Hey, strawberries. Did not buy my mom flowers. I am gonna head over to her place on Wednesday. We are going to get together for dinner on Wednesday. Is it? No. We had Mother's Day merch. Yeah, attendees mentioned that. I would be upset if my kids didn't come see me on Mother's Day proper. Oh well. Why are they different days? Presumably just because there were different campaigns between US and UK. Daughter got me a beautiful bunch of carnations. Nice, nice. Bought my mom something new for the American date, so she had 2 Mother's Days. Oh, that's nice. Got a bucket full of sausages to cook. Lucky. I miss sausages. You going to hell? Probably. If it exists, then yes, I imagine I will. Why can't you have sausages? I mean, it's just I don't really have anywhere convenient to cook them. And yes, I would not pray to a god I don't believe in, and I don't believe in any gods. So, no prayers from me. In my grave. I don't actually. Atheist. I am very much atheist. Air fryers, yeah. Satanic worshiper? No. It's still the same thing, and I don't believe in any gods or demons. Happens when you die. When you die, you're dead. Is my belief. Did I watch Don't Blink? I did not watch Don't Blink. The research into air fryers. I feel like we did have an air fryer back at the like. Didn't Chantel get an air fryer when we were back at the villa, and then we never used it? What created humans? Blind chance. I think she gave it to Swordfish. Yeah, because like we never actually used the hey Aurora. We never actually used the air fryer. Staying this room. Yeah, this room. I will be staying here for really for the foreseeable future. I think. Um, a couple cool with them, definitely. Yeah, they seem to be. The only way I would move is if I got a job that paid enough for an apartment. I'd need to be making like 40,000. I think the only way I would move is if I was making a job that paid like 40,000 a month or a year, 40,000 a year. I'd need to be making like 40,000 a year in order for me to feel comfortable uh, getting an apartment. And it would need to be a job that I could see myself staying at. 40K a month is yeah, 40,000 a month would actually be really good. 40,000 a month would be a bit would be pretty generous. Data entry, no. Data entry, customer service, nah, they don't pay that much. No. What should they pay? Going back to school for a certificate or something? I'm not a good student. 40K is full time minimum wage. Fuck McDonald's, yep. Going down sauce just getting on my ears. Job today quit. Customer service. There's a third party call center. We were doing customer service for a company by the name of Trusted House Sitters. And it's just one of those things where like there were just certain aspects of it that would just got to me a bit too much. Hey, government checks monthly. You should look into that. I do need to apply for something. For unemployment. Checks maker. Yeah, yeah, that's the problem. Like I can like I need to apply for it as like something just like to help while I'm looking, but it is something that is just there to help while I look for something permanent. Disability doesn't pay much. Thinking of buying a boat. Pressure getting work. Honestly, being out of work has had it caused my depression to actually be getting worse because I mean I don't have a reason to get up in the day. Like working in a library bookstore. Sure, that would be my preference. The library or bookstore would definitely be sort of the ideal for me. But they don't hire. Not full time. Not without like library. There are no full time library jobs unless you have a master's. Watching Star Wars or whatever. Sailor Moon, Caroline, but not applying for government help. Indeed. Hey, Holly. I have never claimed to be smart. Just need a master's to work at Mac. Because yeah, you don't have to be smart to apply for help. I'm a dumbass. You know, it's executive dysfunction. Like it's doing things is really hard. You got Medicaid for ADHD, the executive dysfunction would get better? Probably. But there's a couple problems with that, Kaylee. Getting the medication, I think, requires a diagnosis, and getting the diagnosis, I think, does cost money. Um, are you supporting the India-Pakistan nuclear war? Peace. I'm supporting peace. Um, but in a lot of places, there are a lot of countries. I'm not sure about Canada, but there's a fair number of countries that are getting a lot stricter when it comes to ADHD medication. Yeah, it's hey, have a bit. Yeah, there's a lot of places where it's getting a lot harder to get that medication. I don't know that a hospital in Canada would be free. It very much depends. It's very much dependent. Your GP refers you. I'm in Ottawa, or I'm in Ontario. GPs are not a fucking thing in Ontario these days. Waitlist to get one is like 3 fucking years. Um, and there is one other big issue with getting, with going out to talk to a doctor about getting ADHD medication. Executive dysfunction again. It's the problem of having to actually go out and do it. Just do it, get it done. Yeah, that's tough to do. Black market Adderall to jumpstart the process. Been in luck with having dogs because of where I live. What's he appointment for? What appointment? I don't have any. I don't have any appointments for anything. Send some prescription drugs in the mail? No. Do not send me prescription drugs in the mail. You seen the Big Les show? I mean, I've seen a lot of lesbian stuff. But which show are you talking about, Tendies? Ellen? I mean, not anymore. I actually used to watch her show, her sitcom. I actually used to watch her sitcom back in the day. Thank you, Uncle Buck. Oh, oh shit! Thank you, Uncle Buck. The message came in before, like I have my email open, so I got email alerts about Kofi, and the message came in before the actual donation came. Before I saw the actual donation, so I just saw a message saying "nice shirt," like thanks, and then I saw donation for $100. So thank you very much, Uncle Buck Scorter. Hearts in the chat for Uncle Buck Scorter for donating another $100 to me. And yes, Ellen was canceled because of her apparently being abusive to her staff. Called for my elderly neighbor, and I called the person sir. They hung up on me for calling them sir. Hey, Korean. Yeah, that seems rude of them. Roseanne show's great. Her sitcom? Yeah, her sitcom was really good. It's kind of a shame that Roseanne, the person, ended up being so different from Roseanne, the character. Darla. Should I not say Sarah or ma'am anymore? I never do. She got canceled before that. Roseanne, I like people stopped liking Roseanne long before she started endorsing Trump. People started turning against Roseanne just I mean, as she became more conservative, people did like her a lot less. Because she became a bigger bitch. Like she just became more and more of an asshole. Like the more conservative she got, the more of an asshole she became. We're not getting into that debate again, strawberries. Golden Girls. Golden Girls was classic. Rosie O'Donnell. I don't think I ever had strong feelings on Rosie O'Donnell one way or the other. I was 16, man. I never do. Like I have just like I never said like working at like on calls like whenever you call into customer service they just they either keep calling you sir or ma'am or they keep calling you by name. I never used either. Name at the start of the interaction, and then that would be it. Star Wars and Star Trek. Trek. Um. Anyway, yeah, Roseanne. She did just become more of an asshole as time went on. Um, her support of Trump was just, emblematic of that. Hey, Jordan. But it's like Kelsey Grammer's been openly Republican for years. And most people don't really have much of a problem with Kelsey Grammer. Because he doesn't actually come across as an asshole. Trying to progressive ideas, blue collar, red state viewers. Yep. Dan is a good husband and role model. Yep. Hi, Jordan. Yeah, he's like, I mean, like maybe a little bit, but no more than the average celebrity. Like, I feel like Kelsey Grammer doesn't really come across as any more of an asshole than most other celebrities do. Yeah, like maybe so. Maybe comes across a little bit. You can maybe come across a little bit arrogant once in a while, but it's fine. It's whatever. Isn't really out there talking that much, right? Wasn't Charlie Sheen an asshole? Yep. So like people have no issue with Kelsey Grammer. Nobody's getting canceled for working with Kelsey Grammer because sure he's a Republican, but he's not out there. He's not out there railing against immigrants and queer people and fucking the Jews or whatever, Dawson's Creek, but Dawson, it's hard to understand for me. I never watched Dawson's Creek. Caitlyn Jenner, asshole. Caitlyn Jenner's an asshole. She can go fuck herself. She's a piece of shit. Not stand Dawson's Creek. She's also a murderer. Yep. Olympic athlete. So, who fucking cares? I don't give a shit that she was on fucking Wheaties blogs. She sucks. Hey, Bambi, she sucks as a person. Every sentence was overwritten. The main thing I know about Dawson's Creek is I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. And that is all. She's ever nice. She's great. She got a lot of initial attention when she first came out as trans because the reality is there's still not a lot of prominent trans celebrities. But especially when she first came out, there wasn't a lot. So she got a lot of attention just for that. Plus, her connection to the Kardashians, obviously, as well, was a big thing. But as she became more and more engrossed in Republican and in Trumpian Republican politics, obviously everyone on the left had wanted nothing to do with her anymore because fuck her for supporting Trump. But also, like, Republicans hate trans people. Caitlyn Jenner has never been anything more than a fucking tool to 99% of Republicans. They use her as a way of like, see, we don't hate trans people. See, we have nothing against trans people. See, Caitlyn Jenner, we have nothing against trans people. For Fox Alt. Believe that Democrats believe in abortion? A lot of them do. Caitlyn Jenner was the trans person that Republicans trotted out to say that their anti-trans policies have nothing to do with trans people. It's the same way that, like, whenever all those white Republicans trot out their black colleagues to be like, see, I don't hate black people. Just because the policies I promote have a major negative impact on black people, that doesn't mean I have anything against them. Just because I'm supporting white supremacy doesn't mean I hate black people. Back when the Republicans were fighting tooth and nail against same-sex marriage, they trot out the log cabin Republicans to say that they've got nothing against gay. It's how the Republicans operate. Like, it's just what they do. They hate marginalized communities, but then they trot out the token conservative members of those communities. Be like, see, we have nothing against them. Trans Orgy Day. You ever heard of Duffy? I think there is a singer, and I think I do know a band called Duffy. Yeah, I do actually know an artist called Duffy. I have one song by her called Rock Fairy. Apparently, I found that song back in 2008. I mean, probably more like wouldn't have been 2008. No, it wouldn't have been 2008 that I found it, but Hey, Brooke. Thoughts on The Simpsons? Used to be a great show. So yeah, the reason you don't see Caitlyn Jenner in as many places, uh, there are, you know, people on the left hate her. Um, People on the right, frankly, hate her as well. There's more trans representation. The Kardashians have also had their, not their fortunes, but their, they've lost a lot of attention. They sort of passed out of the culture's zeitgeist that they were such a big part of. I think trans people are slowly getting more and more liked or hated in society overall. Overall, more liked. The issue is there's a very vocal group of people who hate trans people, and that small but vocal group has grasped an outsized amount of power that allows them to push an anti-trans agenda. Nature with her, she got away with murder. Yeah, that is definitely not a good thing either. I do remember when shortly after Jenner came out, I remember I think it was Golden Globes or one of those shitty award show nobody cares about. Like Ricky Gervais was the host, and he was talking about Caitlyn Jenner, and yeah, he was talking about like how she's like helping to smash stereotypes or something like that, and then said, "Not doing anything for women drivers though." And that joke, like a lot of people hated that joke. A lot of people got mad at that joke because, like, how dare you imply women are bad drivers? But first of all, it was a joke about about a stereotype. Second of all, it was a joke about the fact that she fucking killed somebody. The fact that she committed vehicular manslaughter. Kim Kardashian's lawyer was father was a lawyer. Yep, I knew that. I don't like Ricky Gervais. I'll be honest. Taxidermy is becoming popular again. Good. Yeah, I don't like Ricky Gervais. He's got a history of being kind of a transphobic prick. Grifting slob. He is so fucking smug and arrogant and condescending. Ben Shapiro can fuck off. He does. He absolutely insists upon himself. Yeah, very obnoxious. His atheism. I'm an atheist, right? I absolutely fucking hate what a condescending atheist Ricky Gervais is. Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson sucks. Drew the clip of Ben Shapiro reading WAP lyrics. Yeah, that one was funny. Hey, Christina. Jordan, wash your ass, Peterson. Yep. Never found it funny. I haven't really seen much of Gervais's stuff. Pretty insane. I think the Almighty is literally going. Yeah, he is fucked up. Makes atheism 90% of his popular his personality. For a while he did. He does seem to have backed off from it. But for a while, yeah, his atheism was such a huge deal. Watch Joe Rogan interviewing Jordan Peterson. Seems like an intelligent guy. I mean, that's because Joe Rogan's a dumbass. Joe Rogan makes people seem smart just because he's such a dumbass. But no, Jordan Peterson is a stupid person's idea of a smart person. 20% is Kitty. Oh, good night, Zoe. I mean, you can't fault him for the 20% of his personality being his kid. I mean, come on. For most cat owners, their cat being 20% of their personality, that's lowballing. Like that's that yeah, like communist or socialist? Socialist. I think Ricky Gervais will be Christian too. I would not be at all surprised if he does convert. In all honesty, I would not be surprised if he converts. At which point he will be the most annoying Christian out there. Fanatical. The object of fanaticism is irrelevant. He is. That is exactly his problem. He's fanatical about anything. About whatever he believes in at that minute. He is so fanatical about it. To the point of just being like, okay, dude, settle the fuck down. Probably on the spectrum. Yeah, I don't know about that. Everyone should be fanatic about something in their individual lives. Sure. So Brian being guilty would never shock me. Oh, he is absolutely fucking guilty. Those banged on about a sex nerd. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, there's a reason Russell Brand turned conservative, and it's because he knew liberals would throw him out the moment would disown him when the allegations came out. Conservatives will rally around any celebrity who espouses conservative ideals. So when it came out that he was a sex offender, then yeah, he knew that they would just rally behind him, throw their support behind him, and that he would be able to continue making money. Oh yeah, he's been conservative for a few years now. He's been conservative he's been getting like 5 years more. Like he turned conservative a good few years ago. And it was, and at the time, like as soon as he started turning conservative, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, there's going to be allegations soon, aren't there?" During the pandemic, during COVID, yeah. But yeah, like when he turned towards conservative, there were like a lot of people on the left were like, "Oh, so there's going to be some allegations coming out." And what do you know? There's been quite a few allegations. What's wrong with communism? My feeling is that communism does not work on a large scale. On a small scale, sure, it can absolutely work. But the larger the scale, the more ego is going to come into play. Now we're going to achieve on the state scale. Like, a village could get away with communism because it's just, a couple hundred people, 200-300 people might be able to do it. A small village might be able to do it. But the issue is, like, the more people you get involved, the more egos are going to get involved, and there's going to be people who want to be on top. Have you ever seen any interesting wild animals in Canada? Squirrels? Rabbits? Pretty sure I've seen a prairie dog. And a turtle today. Neat. Your mom? Red squirrels? I think we have red squirrels in Canada. Don't think Russell Brand is a Tory. No, he's a Trumpist. Deer? I don't think I've seen a deer in the wild. Yeah, Russell Brand is like, he's a Trumpist conservative. Like, I don't know if he supports the Tory party, but he probably supports fucking reform at this point. Where's Churchill? In hell, hopefully. Communism is the benefit of socialism, like roads, bridges, monuments, all forms of state socialism. Not the tapeworms. Bears with rope-sized tapeworms. What are the benefits of socialism? The main benefit of socialism is that it's like, it acknowledges that we are all interconnected, and it is a system that believes that we all prosper when we work together. So it includes a strong social safety net so that people aren't left to suffer, work. I mean, at the moment, yeah, I've been out of work for 6 months now, but I am looking for another job. YouTuber boxing like you, Creator Clash? No. Hi, Steven. I'm weak and cowardly. Hi, Alex. Don't think that's a deal. Sure it is. No one deserves to be left behind. The socialists are also progressive, but they're not always mutually aligned. Yeah. The same reason. I mean, it's, it's believed that, we're all in it together. We got to work together. We got to support each other. Love is love, and Ohana means family. Exactly, Vanna. Anti-communism, popular culture, mid-century. I mean, I'm not. I don't. Hey, old meat. I don't support communism. I'm not a communist. Start sobbing. Insinuate a lack of freedom. Not really. like, let me give an example, Alex, of difference between freedom and freedom. So, in the US, in general, healthcare is tied to a person's job. Like Velvet? Nah, I don't like that song. So they leave that job, they lose that healthcare. So they're free to have their own healthcare, but fear of losing that healthcare is going to keep them stuck in a shit job that they fucking hate and is slowly killing them, both physically and emotionally. In Canada, we have single payer healthcare. Whether you have a job or not, you have healthcare. Jobs will provide supplemental healthcare, sure. Prescription drugs and mental health care or dental care is not covered by OIT. So, single payer, whether you got a job or not, you have healthcare. So if your job is absolutely destroying your soul, making life unbearable, you are free to leave to look for another job, confident in the knowledge that while you're looking, if anything happens, hey, look, I'm covered. The worst craving for Chick-fil-A today. Friend Sam Bailey did a great spin-off of Black Velvet. Oh, nice. Congratulations to your friend. Also, you bring up education. So, again, under a capitalist system, more money you have, the better your education's going to be. That's not opinion. That is demonstrable fact. Under a capitalist system, education is absolutely 100% tied to financial status. We know that's the case because the schools in wealthy districts get way better funding than the schools in poor districts. Hi, Tommy's mom. So, they can decide who not to in social, and they can decide who not to educate. Yeah, and what do you think happens in capitalist society? They very much decide who does not get an education. Under a socialist system, boom, there's the education money. Everyone gets an education, and you know what? Hey, this school isn't doing so well. You know what? We'll divert funds to that school in order to try to get some new materials and shit like that. In theory, anyway. Education is free too, yeah. All the governments are flawed, sure. Space was. I mean, she went near space. Education isn't for everyone, sure. All public transport is 50 cents no matter how far you go. Yeah, Canada, I think, is sort of similar. Like, not 50 cents, but you buy a bus ticket. Boop. Doesn't matter where you're getting off the city. Doesn't matter if you're going like other side of the city. It's all going to be the same. That said, if you're traveling outside the city, then you're going to have to pay more depending on how far you're going. You're going to have to take a different kind of bus. But city buses is just flat rates. Paid my parents £30 rent each week. All humans are flawed, and they create the concept of government and the social contract, so inherently all governments would be corrupt, because absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yep. Speaking of buses, just randomly remembered something. A few years back, my brother went to Scotland with a friend of his. They were just sort of, you know, going around the country, like just staying in hostels and shit like that, just backpacking basically, just staying in hostels as they travel around, seeing the sights and getting drunk. Um, when they first got there, they got on the bus, and for Scottish buses, like depending on where you're going, is determines what you're paying. So they got on the bus, and it's like, here, we're going here, and bus driver's like, it depends. So brother put it in and went to the back, and his friend said where he was going, and was like, so how much? It depends. Right. So like, that's what I'm asking. How much? Right. I was going here. How much? It depends. 80 pence. 80 pence, because they use like pounds and pence in Scotland. So 80 pence. But because thick accent, my brother's friend thought he was saying it depends. Humans can really only maintain relations with that tops 150 people. Yeah. Looking up the roads they don't even pay taxes on. How much suck? Fuck their horses and buggies. Damn. Killface not a fan of the Amish. Personally, I'm not a fan of not taking a pee. So I'm gonna go take a pee. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Gutter butter. I'll churn you, hobo. Man, what did I miss? Our religious cults don't pay taxes. It depends, Bambi, I think. They need to be they need to be registered. You peed in that time? I also got water. I also got myself some water. Didn't know Anna Nicole Smith was a bad person. It's in the US and I think in Canada as well. I believe Canada has a same thing that registered religious organizations are tax exempt. Yeah, Scientology was the big one. Hi, JJ. On account of they broke into government fucking offices and still got recognized as an official religion with tax exempt status. I can never remember its status here in Canada. It is tax. It does have taxes in it. It is a legal religion here in Canada as well. Doesn't have official recognition as a religion in Canada, but it does have tax exempt status. Get my taint pierced? No. Finish my sleep today? Nice, JJ. Congratulations. You love the Jehovah's Witnesses in Germany. They pay for Catholic public school. Yeah, we do pay for Catholic schools here in Canada. Which Rob Schneider's a character. Rob Schneider is a douche. What about Dr. Phil? Douche. And yeah, not actually a doctor. He was like, wasn't he a fucking lawyer? Yes, I know what the taint is. Oh yeah, I know what Tommy's mom was asking what a taint is. Yeah, okay. He does have a doctorate in clinical psychology. Okay. Yeah, no longer practicing yet. Yeah, he hasn't been practiced to licensed psychology since 2006. You have a headache, Buttercup? Aw. You should go lay down, Buttercup. Do women have taints? Yes, women have taints. I have not checked my prostate recently. Do women fart? Indeed, they do. They also queef, but we had that discussion yesterday, so we're not going to get back into that. I know Buttercup did not enjoy the queefing conversation yesterday. I was getting with some things that have been potential legal strongholds. Going. Yeah, absolutely. PTSD. Yes, but women farting. Yesterday's discussion was not at all attractive. I mean, I liked it. I thought I thought it was an interesting conversation, but fine. Fine. Continue on the next conversation. So who was it yesterday who was upset about the queef conversation? Amish cult is dying. I don't actually know. My period cramps, my anus feels sore. Very strange. You were the one who hated it, Vanna? Okay. In Europe, it died completely. Can you wallow, Elf? Sure. Do I have periods? No. No, I'm actually pretty happy about not having periods. That is, I do not envy women their periods. Or I do not envy cis women their periods. Squirt is not pee. It's not. What would I do with 80,000? I don't know. Women don't have cum. They don't have jism, but I mean, they've got lubrication. Doesn't get. It's girl cum. Fine. Is squirt pee? All right. So apparently, it does contain urine. It does contain some urine, apparently. Does it smell like pee? No. Pay to see my internet pictures? No. So yeah, urine along with other fluids. For the record, whenever I do search for something weird, I usually delete it afterwards. I don't know why, since I'm the only one who has access to my search history, but... Where are you at doing, Sailor Moon? In the anime, they just finished off the Spooky Sisters, Spectre Sisters. They just finished redeeming the last of the Spectre Sisters. In the manga, I've read ahead in the manga to Dark Lady. Like, I know it's like oh no, this cute little girl has been turned into a villain, but her outfit is fucking fire. That Dark Lady outfit, oh, it's so good. Don't you watch car shows that can retrieve your phone search history? Love her outfit. Not as keen on her macking on her father, but the outfit, amazing. It's 14. Sailor Moon is 4. Yeah, the Sailor Moon and the other 4 Sailor Scouts are 14. Chibiusa is technically 900. Yep. Yep, it's weird. It's weird. I suppose technically he wasn't her father yet. There's time travel shenanigans, so technically he wasn't her father yet, but yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Good old stuff. No, biological father. Like Back to the Future, yeah, like in Back to the Future when he goes back and his mother starts hitting on him, or Futurama when he goes back into the past and becomes his own grandfather. Yeah, this one there was time travel shenanigans. So, yeah, Tuxedo Mask. Yeah, Tuxedo Mask is Chibiusa's dad, or will become her dad. Yeah, yeah. Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask. Have you not what? Did you not know that? Yeah, so Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask in the future will give birth to Chibiusa, Sailor Mini Moon. Scat play? No. Ew. Fuck no. Gross. So yeah, Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask have a kid in the future. and then that kid travels back in time, and then that kid travels back in time to save the future, and then a bad guy makes her grow up, and she gets a fucking wicked ass awesome outfit. Captures Tuxedo Mask, and Max on him. The FSK. Oh, her Dark Lady outfit is so goddamn good. Or Black Lady, or whatever they call her. I'm on volume 4 of the Eternal Edition, which has a pretty wicked, awesome Sailor Jupiter cover, and yeah, Black Lady. That's her name, Black Lady. Like, look at that outfit. That is just an awesome outfit she's got. Love her outfit. Is that Chibi? It is. Box on the floor behind you. I mean, there's a couple boxes on the floor behind me. Nothing in them. Yeah, there's a couple boxes. They're just empty packages that I haven't think packaging or something. Oh. You might have. It might have been this. This is the makeshift. This is what Fang arrived in. Yeah, Sailor Moon is 14. Is everyone not walking around with pink eye from all that butt munching? Hopefully they're taking showers. That is maybe. No. No, it's just a bag that this company Makeshift uses for their, I think, just like to for protecting the their plushes. See, I'm going to stay 14 forever. I'm not sure if she ever gets to like 15 or 16 or anything like that. As far as why doesn't she grow up? I mean, just because like how many comics have people age? Like aging is just not a thing that happens in anything outside of live action. Autoerotic asphyxiation hood. Yeah, Simpsons, Family Guy. Oh, bye, Zoe. Can we have some intelligent conversation? Nope. Section, yeah. So why does Sailor Moon stay 14? because that was the age that Naoko Takeuchi chose the main character to be when she started writing and drawing Sailor Moon. Intelligent conversation. This one, yeah, intelligent conversation. Yeah, that seems statistically unlikely, Rebecca. This this is not the place. This is probably not the place if you want discussions of like quantum mechanics. Got lost in the way to Mensa. We're not gonna be. We're not gonna be. Billie Jean has been stuck in my head for almost an hour and a half now. Sorry, Buttercup. Sing the Star Spangled Banner. No spooky action from a distance. Indeed, exactly. Billie Jean and Billy Joel. Whatever the Billie Jean or Billy Joel, whatever the hell. Now I'm kind of wishing that Weird Al had done a Billie Jean parody about Billy Joel. Creepy, I'm a fan type of way instead of a wholesome friend carrying like way like if I was mentioned. Do you talk? Yes, Bambi, I do. Wasn't Billy Joel? That's Billy Joe. You're now playing Riot Fest here in September. Cool, cool. The only Billy Joel song I like is River of Dreams. And I think the only reason I like that one, pretty sure the only reason I like it is because Chantal would sing a version of it about Timbit. What do you think about AI art? It's horrible. AI art sucks, and shame on the people who use it. Gonna see Weird Al in July. I'll be honest, I'm not actually even a fan of Weird Al. I did have one of his albums. Whichever album had his Jurassic Park parody on it. AI is new technology. Yeah, here's the thing, Hobo. People said that same thing about NFTs. Exactly. NFTs completely died out because, as it turned out, they were shitty, they were useless, they were grossly overvalued. It was all a scheme for rich people. It was all a scam that rich people pushed to get rich. AI is the same. And like, honestly, the people who are like really pushing and investing in AI right now, they're getting scared. Because I think it's not really catching on the way they hoped. They're investing more and more money into it in the hopes of making their investment. Actually, no. UK is the UK government just decided. Well, no, still UK government decided that artists can go fuck themselves, but it's still going to run into the same problem where there's not that much, not actually that much use for AI. Like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people buying AI art because why the fuck would they? Like, why bother buying a piece of AI art when you can just make one of yours yourself? So AI art, there's no fucking money in it. The one and only sole exclusive use case for AI is to fire people. That's it. That's all it exists for, is to cut wages. So AI can go fuck itself. Crazy ass story about people who kayaked the Northern Passage. Nice. That sounds kind of terrible. Creating a lot of fake news. Yep, that's what because it doesn't actually know anything. AI knows nothing. What AI does is like it basically just predicts what word should follow the next, which word should follow the last one. AI is trained to create output that takes the form of an answer. VHS copy of Terminator 2. Like it doesn't. It's not actually designed to give answers. It's designed to give output that takes the form of answers. I get ignored when I call it to my computer. She doesn't answer me. Rejection stinks. If my computer answered me, I would Fucking make sure it never happens again. The 90s VHS porn. Yep, good times, good times. That's Cornwall. Have to return some tape. Still have some overdue tapes from Blockbuster, Vanna. Those late fees are gonna be crazy. I starting a porno for 10 million? Probably not. Where's Daisy Dukes? Pass. Used to have an adult section in the VHS store. You'd never have to work again. Yeah, I don't think I could do it though. I don't know that I could do porn. I don't know. I just don't know that I could do it. Remember softcore flicks? Yep. Yeah, Showcase used to show them every Friday at like midnight. Skin Max. Yeah, I think it's here in Canada. I think it was Showcase. I think every Friday. I think at like midnight or something. Rewind fee. Didn't know Blockbuster would charge you so much if you didn't return things or mess them up. That's a rewind fee. Sexy Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, wasn't there like a big budget porn parody of that? It's called like Pirates or something like that. Like genuinely like a big, like genuinely huge budget by porn standards. Be kind, rewind. Was there? And I'm pretty sure I've heard about it. Like, I know I've heard about it. It was like it was won awards. It was a parody of Pirates of the Caribbean. Like I know it was a pirate movie and I know it was big budget, but it was like parody most blockbusters yet. You know what bugs me? Porn parodies used to have clever names. But like the porn companies have gotten so fucking lazy. They just take the name of the things and slap "not" on it. Not Scooby Doo. Not The Simpsons. Not Saw. You know, it's like, come on. Porn companies. Oh, there's still porn companies. Obviously, like amateur porn has made means that it's really easy to is just really easy to find. But no, there's still porn companies out there. There's still a lot of porn companies putting out like professionally made stuff. Max's brother took it and never gave it back. I'd say he pirated it. I don't remember the name of the company, but there's one that does like all the superhero stuff, like all the superhero movies get porn parodies, and it's like all one company. Braun, I think Alex Braun. I want to say Alex Braun. I don't know why, but that's what I want to say. Um, and yeah, that company does like lots of superhero porn parody movies. And usually they go with like the costumes will actually like be like spandex. Like they'll just go with costumes that are like very much like this is what they wear in the comics. Just spandex or leather or whatever, just based on whatever they wear in the comics. So they go with like these very comic accurate costumes, which is that changing the giant peach would have been funny. Which honestly doesn't always work. Like there is a reason. Like I will say, like superhero movies, they do tend to over detail a lot of the costumes. Like they sort of like put just too much on it for a lot of the superhero costumes. But there is a reason they don't just like take the superhero costume and just do like a straight version of that onto the screen. A lot of times the superhero costumes look great on the page, don't look as good in real life. Porn star sex doesn't turn me on at all. It does tend to be. It does often feel very forced. They're putting on like they're putting on a performance. They're very much putting on a performance. Is that realistic and objectifies the participants? This is all very educational, but I do have to leave now. All right. Good night, Rebecca. There are porn studios run by women. Those tend to be those tend not to objectify quite as badly. This chat was too intelligent for Rebecca. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good old days when watching porn through scrambled TV was hot. Yep. Been there. Just wanted to say long enough to find if I like professional porn. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I remember those days, Uncle Buck. And then it turned out it was a cooking show. I'm kidding. Porn is gross. Jekka! That's Jekka's O face right there. Is Sailor Moon porn considered CP? Should be. Considering she is 14, probably should be. That said, if they are doing if a Sailor Moon porn thing so has them sort of aged up, then not so much, but Troll Wonderful relationships are way better. Actual wonderful relationships. Overrated. Kind of point is pretty like I don't know. You're wrong for that. Don't think she watches it. Not anymore, I don't think. I'd imagine she wouldn't watch it anymore. Modest porn now. I don't know that she was ever particularly into porn though. I only recently learned what gooning is. You mean to watch pornography? It's natural. I'm genuinely surprised we haven't found cave paintings of people fucking. Doesn't know Dildo made a dunget. In the Sex Museum, Bill Belichick's girlfriend's mom owns. It's a good point. Like genuinely, I'm honestly surprised that we haven't found it. That we haven't found that. Yeah, for next hour. Yeah. I'm tired, hobo. I get tired. How do you get tired? Because I'm talking. I'm socializing. It tires me out. Maybe I just read Socrates' Guy. That version. Gods no. It's not Christmas though, tendies. Didn't she only yelled at us for a couple hours of it? Well, I'm not her. Stream pretty often. Yep. Yep, I do stream daily. I have been streaming daily. And pretty consistently at 8 lately. Can I do a Chantel impression? Shh, I said shh. Can you get my food from the door? Can you go get my food? Can you bring up the package? Errand, yep. She always sent me on the errands. What's the weather like tomorrow? Oof. Pretty hot. What I ate today? A muffin. It's weird that so many strangers know these details about your close friendship. It is weird, yes. Enjoy having a slave, Buttercup. Be like carrying out groceries all over both arms and one hanging from my pinky. Lazy man's load. His finger guns to pumped up kicks. Am I an asshole? Yeah, that's called a lazy man's load, Alex. And yep, I always did that. We know your job is garbage. You don't like doing it often. Yeah. Like when you told her it was a tacky thing to do. I mean, it is kind of a tacky thing to do in to a song about a school shooting. To do chores? No, no chores. As an American, I think it's funny. Not getting into a debate about gun ownership right now, Hobo. It's like 2 minutes left in the stream. I'm not getting into a debate about gun ownership. Wish you moved back to Canada. I just want her to be happy. And she does seem to be happy over there. So I'm happy for her. Reminds me, she apparently drew a picture of me. Comic Book apparently commissioned her to draw a photo of me. It's kind of distressing how accurate it is, honestly. I'm not Cove yet. Cove up there yet. Even has Cove. Cove is written on it. It's just people's essence. It's kind of okay. Yeah, it's. I'm kind of not thrilled about how accurate it is. Right down to the dead-eyed stare. Beard too long? Well, the beard varies in length. I do already have maximum number of emojis that she did from memory. She's a talent. I wasn't threatening the cop. Sadly, I do already have maximum number of emojis I'm allowed, so I can't add it as an emoji. Be hard to adding as an emoji wouldn't be the same anyway. I'd have to crop it. So anyway, I'm gonna get going now. Thanks for coming. And good night, everybody.